Where do you find the inspiration for a lot of your videos? A lot of the comedy. What's the process like?
Oh, there is a real wow. That's a great point because there is a struggle there. The struggle is this question of, are you an artist or are you a professional? And for my whole career up until now, I've chosen the professional. And the difference between an artist and a professional to me is an artist expresses, a professional delivers. The difference is the direction. An artist makes what they want to make. A professional makes what the audience want to see. And I've always taken that route. And that's led to a lot of burnout. I'll give you the clearest example. I came up with the Asian dad character maybe 200 and some videos in. And it was a hit. It was a massive hit. And I was like, oh, dude, this is so exciting. Bro, I have so many ideas because I grew up with this, so I could joke about that. I had like 20 ideas. And then I made all 20. And I ran out of ideas.
You could just repeat the ideas, though. Like, that's where you go back to idea one, and then you just add a few sprinkles in there.
I had to do that. I had to do version 2s of things that I'd already done. Yeah. I had to repeat jokes that I maybe add a little bit, but it was the same joke. You know, how many times can you joke about getting B in math? I've done it maybe 5-6 times now, 7 times.
Yeah, but you could do A minus.
Oh my God, it's so dead.
Yeah, hey, why no A plus?
I guess this goes back to a little bit of the experience thing, the audience experience. I would hate to see my favorite YouTuber do the same thing over and over again. I would get bored in 3-4 times. And so I care about that for my audience. I always try to bring fresh out content and never re-deliver the same value. If I do make the same thing again, I try to add all brand new value in there. So I made 20. I ran out of ideas. I was like, but it's not about what I want to make. It's about what they want to see. And the viewership was very, very, very obvious. Asian Dad video, 10 million views. Asian Dad video, 10 million views. Skit about my acting career, 100K. Asian Dad video, 10 million views. So it was very, very clear what the audience wanted to see. So I sucked it up. I forced myself to come up with the ideas anyway. I made another 20. And I was burnt out, but I made another 20. I was burnt out, but I made another 20. And now we're like 80 skits into this character now. It's still that question. Do I make content I want to make? Or do I make content people want to see?
I make content people want to see.
Great.
'Cause that's been my approach. When you say exactly that, I look at what are people watching right now on YouTube? What are the trending topics? And I'm going to talk about that.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I make content for other people. And of course, like, I like to interject my own little jokes and my own thoughts into it because that's where I have fun. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm doing it for the audience. And so I'll talk about whatever people want to hear about.
That's great.
So like I admire that and like that discipline. Like for me, side hustle and passive income videos are my least favorite. I can't stand making these videos. But
watched a lot.
But they consistently do well.
Yes.
Like over the course of a year, they're my most viewed videos by like 2 to 3 times. But I just can't stand making them. And a lot of it's repeated.
Yeah.
But people, for whatever reason, I don't want to watch the video you made a year ago on. I want to see the new video today, even though it's the same info. I see that because I've seen the same sort of skits that you've done, and I'm like, I don't want to watch the old one. I want to watch the new one because you grow as your your audience is going to grow. They're never going to look back at the old videos. They only get recommended what's in the last like few weeks.
Okay, that's very fascinating. So anyway, it is that perspective, and I guess the best kind of advice I've heard about this topic is from my friend Ian, and he mentions the way kind of he does it is he'll make 2 for the audience and 1 for himself, and I feel like that could really help in terms of creative burnout, because I gotta admit, like the writing is the hardest part. If I get scripts every day, I can make 100 videos, a month. That's easy. Shooting is easy. Performing is easy. Coming up with the jokes is hard. And in the way I work as well, it is more complicated because one of my advantages that took me past my peers is how fast I deliver value and how often I deliver value. My content is comedy skits. That is my main content. And of course, the value that I deliver is comedy, laughs, basically. Where Key and Peele would deliver 2 laughs in 3 minutes, I would deliver 30. And that was my advantage in becoming Stephen He and outgrowing all of those channels that I studied before. So if I have an idea, it's not really worth anything because an idea, Asian Dad goes to the grocery store, I still have to write 30 jokes, and that's where I have difficulty. Oh, we already joked about the rice 5 times.
Yeah. Have you thought about hiring a writer?
I have. I have tried.
Just,
Jesus Christ, I have never found a person who can do it in the way this channel has been doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So very difficult.